Scarborough North Bay, and Pamela says Alpamare looks stomach-churningly awful, but I'm sure if you like your water dips and slides, it's fantastic. We're just trying to find the cut through to the North Bay, and then it's getting late in the afternoon. It's about 4:30. I think we want to find somewhere for something to eat, and I think we found the right path, going by the bins, which is always, it's always we pick the best routes. But yeah, this is the footpath. This Alpamare development is one of these big splash about pools with water slides and tubes and all sorts of wave machines, all sorts of things. And I don't think it's been open that long, perhaps 2 or 3 years now. Replaced the old sort of Lido and open air pool just about a mile away. But at least we can see the sea. And we both commented that since we moved across to the north side, to the North Bay, as always it feels just a little colder on this side. It's, if you're on the South Bay in Scarborough, it's always just a little bit sheltered by the headland. You come to the North Bay, which is sort of quieter, it's not quite so built up, but it's not quite so protected from the North Sea and the North Sea wind, if there is one. It's not bad at the moment. There's some good sunshine. When we arrived this morning, it was murky and quite rainy, or a little bit rainy, a bit drizzly. I think the Scottish word is dreek. Is that right, Pamela?
I think so.
You think so? Dreek.
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 You can see the castle all the way up.
You see the castle, and the sun's shining now, so the temperature's dropped a bit. With the sunshine, it's quite nice. But it brightened up by midday, and we've enjoyed it. We enjoyed doing our usual walk. And then you get this far, and then it says footpath closed. So you're a bit, you get so far and then you get a bit stuck. But anyway, we're not daunted, particularly when we believe we're heading for a pint of beer and something to eat. So we're not going to let a footpath closed sign daunt us. The little miniature railway obviously comes up this way from Peazone Park up to the North Bay, top end of the North Bay. I don't think I've ever been on it. All the years I've been coming to Scarborough, I don't think I've ever been on the little railway. It always looks good fun though. Maybe we took the children on when they were younger. I really can't remember. And the pyramidal shapes up ahead, that's the Sea Life Centre, Scarborough Sea Life Centre. So we go across the railway. There we go. And it still looks quite grand, Scarborough. The north side is always the quieter side, with not so much down on this lower level at the promenade level. You've got the beach huts and the new development where the corner cafe used to be. That's sort of in the centre of the picture. And then obviously up on the North Bay cliff you've got the hotels and guest houses and private houses, and then the castle. There's a few people taking an afternoon stroll. The Sea Life Centre here in Scarborough is down at Scalby, or the Scalby Mills end of Scarborough. And the first time I ever came to Scarborough was the very, very hot summer of 1976. We had a few days here while we were travelling up and down the sort of the Yorkshire coast. Absolutely fantastic. I must have been, how old would I have been? 13. Pamela would have been a little older than that, but I was 13. She'd rather not say.
No.
I was 13, and we stayed in a couple of bed and breakfast places. I think my gran and I were in one, and Mum and Dad were in the one next door, or just a few doors along, just up on the cliff here at Scalby Mills. Yes. So often in the evening, we spent the evening down here. The Sea Life Centre wasn't there then. There was just a big sort of bar, I suppose, big pub, sort of more or less where we are now on the left. There was a big pub, as I remember it, and a small amusement arcade.
Yeah.
And again, lots of people sat, you sat outside and had a drink. The adults were obviously drinking beer and lagers and stuff, and I suppose, I don't know what I was drinking, Vimto or Orangeade or whatever it was, and then spending money in the amusement arcade. But it was great, and I think there was music playing. There might have been live music. There's music going on as well. It was really, really good. It was really good. Really enjoyed it. And it's different now because those places are gone, and the Sea Life Centre is here instead. Good view, very good view of what's called Oliver's Mount, the big high hill above Scarborough. So called because Oliver Cromwell placed his guns up there and threatened to bombard the castle, allegedly. I'm not sure how true that is really, but anyway, it's called Oliver's Mount. Seabirds are enjoying life amongst these rock pools here, and there's some gulls, and there's a bird. I should know what that is. It's I was going to say a spoonbill. Is it a redshanks? I don't know what that is down there. I ought to know. In the foreground here with a huge long beak.
Oh no.
And I'll see if I can zoom in on him. Yeah, it's curly. I will have to look that up. And I've been interested in bird watching and so on for years, and I really should know what that is, and I don't. But and I can't remember. I do know what it is, but I can't remember. I'll put it that way. But it's interesting to see these sort of estuary, what I think of as estuary birds or salt marsh birds. I mean, normally here in Scarborough you see it's the herring gulls and the common gulls and the terns and things like that. So to see a wader like that is really good. And there's another one on the rocks just to the left down there, and possibly some ducks of some sort over there. So there's a bit of a mixture here, which is unusual. I love using this camera, this Osmo Pocket 2. I love using it, but it's got a tiny screen, so you've got to have really good eyesight to be able to see what you're doing. The sort of screen really where you need your reading glasses on to spot it, because the screen is about 2 centimeters by 1.5 centimeters. It's tiny, but really good. It's a really good camera. And there's the Old Scalby Mills. That's our objective. Lord knows what we do if we get there and they say, oh no, we haven't got the staff, we can't do anything tonight, we're closed, we're booked out. Have you booked? Then there'll be anguish. But we'll get something, don't you worry about that. We'll get something somewhere. We always do. And here we have a herring gull scavenger. Don't they look? They look evil, don't they? They do look evil. Yeah, they do. So I made it to the Old Scalby Mills, and Pamela's got a pint of Old Top
Very good it is too.
She's enjoying that, the first of many. And we're just waiting for the haddock, chips and peas. Not bad at all. Yes, so Scarborough at 6:10, early October. Lights are just coming on. Looks quite special. Very, very good meal though. Thoroughly enjoyed that at the Scalby Mills, the Old Scalby Mills pub.
Well, it wasn't too busy, was it?
Not too busy.
But the food was lovely.
Yeah, the food was good. Service was very, very good. Very, very rapid, good service, and lovely beer. They got 2 real ales on. They got the North Bay bitter made by Wold Top. I think Wold Top comes from somewhere in the Yorkshire Wolds, I think from Driffield, and Wainwright's, a Wainwright beer, which was very good, or looked very good. We didn't try that one.
It's one of those blondes that's a bit more hoppy, isn't
bit
it?
Slightly lighter, hoppier.
Tide is coming in again,
And since we've been eating, the tide has come in, so it's pretty well up to, well, it is up to the promenade now on the North Bay. And we should just about get back to the hotel before it's completely dark. Took us about 10 minutes to walk here. Now we
go round and across the track.
Round and across the track. Now we have brought a torch with us, just in case. I think we're okay. But if we remember rightly, we've got to go up these steps. Yeah, we've got to go up this way and across the railway.
I don't think I'd like to do the kind of site.
No.
Really sticking to the main drag.
Yeah. I think we're going. We think we're going the right way. Don't think there are any trains coming this time of day. Go across the railway. Then we head up this way. So I think this is where we might consider getting the torch out. I think we're okay. We've got a little bit of a trek up the cliff, and then we'll be back. Are you feeling any more romantic now?
I'm feeling more tired now. I don't got anything else.
Just feeling tired.
Tired.
And you want your supper.
No, I just want to have a little lie down and rest. And
Little lie down. Watch a bit of YouTube or something. Yeah. Yeah, we can still see just the remains. It's the stanchion to the left from the chairlift. Lord knows when that was finally dismantled, but I suppose you call them stanchions, the poles, still standing there, where you'd be able to go on the chairlift from I think it's called Northstead Manor Gardens down to Scalby. So these still stand there as a a reminder of that. Make our way up here. Oh, yeah, steep climb, isn't it? It's steep. We're usually better than. Oh, yeah. This is a bit. This is a bit hard when you've had beer and fish and chips and jam roly-poly. We'll be breaking out the Gaviscon tonight, won't we? How you doing? Are you alright? There she is, look. She's doing alright. She's doing alright. This is tough. It's a tough climb. It's a punishing climb when you've been out for a nice relaxing evening. You've got to climb back up here to the water sports centre and the hotel just beyond it. There she is, look. She's making it. Yeah, it's still open for business. I can still hear people enjoying themselves, being frightened witless, going down those tubes and slides, losing their trunks on the way down, I should think.
Can you see that?
Just about see that. Yeah, just across there where the outdoor pool is, it's obviously warm enough that it's generating steam. I don't know whether I can zoom in on that or not. I perhaps can, but there's steam rising above it.
There's people obviously enjoying the outdoor pool, but it's
People enjoying the
well
outdoor pool,
heated.
but it's well heated, yeah, and it would need to
Yeah.
be heated. Yeah. So just about got back to the water park entrance and the hotel. It's pretty well. It's almost dark now. There's still a bit of light. You can look across to where the land rises up to the west of where we are, up to the moorland. Now you've got experience, Pamela, of these water parks, haven't you? I thought, are you going to tell us the story about when you were in France and all the men were going down the water slide? What happened to them?
They all lost their trunks.
They all lost the trunks on the way down, which was
Embarrassing.
embarrassing, or
Can you see over there? Can you see it?
this is where I get arrested for filming people people in the pool. But it looks well, if you like this sort of thing. Well, you can't see. Oh, you can smell the chlorine.
Yeah.
It smells like a proper pool.
Yeah.
You can't see very much though, can you?
No,
It looks good. There's still
coming
plenty.
down and there's people
Yeah,
swimming.
there's water and fountains and
Yeah.
people enjoying themselves.
I might
That's-
be tempted to bring my swimming costume next time.
You bring your
and have a little
swim. You
go.
bring your bikini.
Yeah.
You bring your little bikini.
It's tankini.
Your
actually.
tankini.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's quite
you don't.
discreet.
That's quite discreet because you don't want to excite people too much, do you?
No.
But you say in France all the men lost their trunks.
Well, they were sort of
So what
very
did they-
strange well, they just looked embarrassed and they tried to grab hold of the trunks wherever they
At the
come off.
bottom. I bet some bloke's got somebody else's trunks. I bet it sounds horrible, really, but we're quite funny. Quite funny. So, did any of the women lose their bikini bottoms, or was it just the men?
It was a very.
It was just
It was a very steep slide. And it was mainly blokes.
mainly blokes doing it because
Going down.
the blokes were doing it and they were showing off,
Yeah.
were they? Yeah, that's typical, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And were they all wearing like speedo type?
I can't
Speedo
no,
type.
No, of course, also were wearing the swimming short type.
Swimming shorts, but in a way, if
Yeah.
they'd been wearing speedos, they'd have probably
They might have
stayed
been
on.
more likely to hang on to them, I think.
Yeah. But because they were wearing lots of looser shorts,
Yeah.
they just got destroyed
Yeah,
on the way
yeah.
down and whipped off them.
I'm not quite sure how it all works. But
And they appeared at the bottom trying to cover their modesty. I think that's the expression.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, here we are then. And we're at the Premier Inn. And we'll see if Lenny Henry is here tonight.